is the party. As a second of one who say, coach you what they were doing, be a woman who be making sure say you bring the party back to power.
Sinipe.
Sasembu ha woka no ye we beka don ye hwi but opem wa.
Sinipe.
IGP fufura but the masami di mi jai monda. O send still me baboko school na obi akade wo ma mi ko twitu a mi ntwitu.
Me ko abontia Ghana for catch and so be pay ko catch on grow for say Mumfa Kennedy Agyapong brother e beto abama ma better radio so na me ka mo se mo suspend me what be that
Sinipe.
I am communicating job na mo de ma me say communication director ya call election ya lose and na Ghana for communicate to deputy communication director on your grassroots person or mo se ko catch o party for no and I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating?
Sinipe.
One of these cano. No, the same Ramain. Never I said no.
Sinipe.
Dear Mr. Speaker, what tra a share, what tramrano, and random man to me money in their way. And Untina, yet Trina Diana so say, on Rembrano, no one be to be said, Brandy, dear baby of fire in the wetty, until young corrected you.
Sinipe.
Yes, as soon say, as a person come minority, no, your casa boishe.
Sinipe.
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Sinipe.
And Nuntino said, if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. Otisruho and a mo yenya mo pe and a mo be change bibi, but I did not move changing Munchray and Bonnie at the end. Munchray, as soon as I did at the Abba.
Sinipe.
Listen, you pay at your say. You will be as I say in your bois near ye, now your parliamentary a Juma ye. You created that conducive atmosphere near you. Ye bay.
Sinipe.
The first year God in Gaggisburg, book. Brofakesier. And no book can be business. If be English, you go chop.
Sinipe.
Jina MPP name Empam Chow say. And from Subia, a year with young Pina, a twin, whom factory. Jina MPP. Some party. If you maybe cooperate. You better show any market us a winning godfather or party. If you two men, young family, sanity. So, to Yamia. A just a party here, who the one was a good. We are some more, a body among 1,000 cities. Who free one, and no one. Merci. Mommy, I'm too much business. A businessman who can create jobs for the youth of this country. Everyone from Bia East. Maybe I'm a family cocoa ash. And I may a queen number free. And me as a mother. Na mo mabreso adenti na cocoa. Montia young ash more spray. No, I can say. And yes, spray and then you fertilizer. And so shoot. If you're so cocoa in now you piano for who spray the same. Yabiano a cup farm we are a cup of a new farm. Ya espresso na kawi. And from Bia East about paper who call it ash. And you mean daily bread. Pardon me. Say I'm paying for no. And yes, a brofu, Meka. Yankupon, asase a yɛte so yi Bechem constituency enyoma a Nyankopɔn de ama yɛ a yɛne yankasa yɛwɔ kandifo a wɔn yɛ businessmen a wɔn betumi ayɛ ama yɛnyɛ sika one kɔmɔ kube wɔn fili form no na me adwuma no ansi yɛde bɛba no ɛnyɛ aban adwuma nko a yɛde investors ba ama wɔn abɛyɛ factories ama sɛ na wokɔ ahye a ukube a wadua yɛbɛtɔ kube first one Ghana nansan na wokɔ party anaasɛ ayi a nsukɔm de wa ne de coconut juice na abrew yɛbɛtumi ayɛ coconut juice a package no to sɛ yɛyɛ pineapple juice. When we have a big plantation of coconut me call London shop the friend waitress na me call tall coconut juice from Sri Lanka na nya decorate say ye we free London echo Sri Lanka be 13 hours we create me ye coconut juice echo atintin e de ba beton London market abra yani juice no from Accra to London market in 6.5 hours. Na ɛnoa ne sɛ yɛtea yɛkɔɔkɔ ahye mmeranteɛ nyɛ adwuma yɛ bi ebiem sɛ wobɔ ne ba
Mijira MPP anem ɛpam kyɛw sɛ mfomso biara yɛde yɛ mo mfie nwɔtwe no a ɛtwam no momfa nkyerɛ ɛfiri sɛ megyina ha na meka sɛ yɛne mo di ne yie a na mabrɛ nyame nasere sɛbe nnuanom ntafoɔ po a yɛwowɔ mu da kɔ wɔn adwene ɛnyɛ pɛ wɔn suban ɛnyɛ pɛ nti moma yɛnka ihu sɛ obi wɔ MPP mu a obɛtim ama MPP ɛma ɛdi yie na sɛ wopɛ sɛ nipa korɔ no a woyi Kennedy Agyapong a obiara ni mama me nkyerɛ bibi mu koraa ansa ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a medi a ɔba party ne ho nti mede akyɛ but ɔba a ɔtie sɛ bibi no mu ka sɛ so Kennedy Agyapong wɔde di MPP foɔ atɛm wɔde di nkurɔfoɔ atɛm ɛyɛ sɛ party baako a yɛwɔ nnipa bi nko ayɛ yɛ nti nokura da hɔ a na yɛakyea mma me kyerɛ mu na sɛnea video bi ɛkɔ round sɛ Kennedy Agyapong sɛ MPP yɛ gyinye menim why I belong to MPP. One, it was said in 2015 Adentina meka asɛm no 2015 na akufo-addo win election 2016. Adentina meka asɛm no 2015 na akufo-addo win election no 2020. Adentina saa asɛm wei deɛ obi kɔ contest na okolusu a ɔso ka sɛ MPP for Agyapong 2015 no ɛna ma yɛ lusu election 2024. Office ɛyɛ adepa. Ɛfɛ ma me nkyerɛ mu. Ɛyɛ 2015 na me defende MPP ɛwɔ Adom FM ne Omo TV. Ti metika mu a metietie news na wɔn ma ɛnyɛ. Ɛna mete sɛ baabi a wɔde bɛtu bia ne yɛ ka sɛ Honorable Safomafo te sɛ yɛabɛhyia mu wɔ ha yɛ a motwa pages. Honorable Safomafo ɛna ne MPP Eastern Region for ɛkɔhyia wɔ gap fie ɛwɔ akufo-addo.
Good afternoon. Raise to the power 30,000. Memo akwaba enfamless ni page we so ebra son se yede ebra wo. Efri sabre ko sisa no nan ebebo ye ne wo na de ahyemu e Net2 television so Net2 TV GH on Facebook, Net2 TV GH on YouTube. Afei wo de wani chirem e wo nkra pompuni mantemo, asante mantemo and afei the whole Ghana any wiase afana nyina wa so anywhere ni eguso ya wo hwe na afei sanso etie wo enkra pompuni mantemo kan ho e wo Oman 107.1 FM so afei wa asante mantemo ash 101.1 and then 90.1 NAP radio ewon finfini mantemo precisely asenfo su ye frame Anthony Kofi Inkum Daddy Mr Inkum enemy din ebraso ye de dwumade no ebrew Albert Asmani the political czar will join me here na fe ye de Ghana nkomo on Sinipen so e de abrew sa enso so ana ene on a big interview ye ne pani ba ko oye engineer na oye part of a team Ken yene no ebedi enkomo na fe yatoa so akọ yenim and then as usual Kennedy Onyene Agyapong on the campaign trail me no ekasa sese no owo ahafo mantel no emo na yenya ne ntia se ohwe enipa hodo a wo mo get connected a ebradwe ne ntiase so ahemfo get connected a doctor for get connected a lawyer for get connected afei enipa wodo bebere school for any ade nyina carpenter for a teacher for any obia owo Ghana bia hyase a wo get connected esanse obia hunu se 2028 elections no Kennedy Onyene Agyapong the political disruptor ene betimi agitumi ama the new patriotic party a oba adwaso a woboama Ghana nyina no obi akomato ne yem no ono no betime the party no aba power and so therefore obi anywa owo ebre to waste enti obia get connected and I know say as usual wo come ho enso so no wa get connected yentwa so na fe yenko yenim kai national so say Heart Builders Real Estate eho enansasipa ya manso eni ho no yebetimi enya every ho sanso so ena tabia takum enso so eboaye na fe wamaye asa asemo emema obema ya ni age na ema nso so enya ahotoso isanse sese wama mema nyina gina ye nti edu anwumira emema no yegina na so papa afei so ena wa wutie na ohwe no wa kwanya so betimi adjoin show no ewo Facebook Net2 TV GH ubetimi edo comment and afei o message sawodo na afa waba afei YouTube enso so Net2 TV GH ubowura ho afa o comment and o messages nyina fafa obra yebeje bere na afei yakan ni nyina ede amawo afei o messages no so betimi aba via WhatsApp number 0240550899 na fe yasan agebere akan ni nyina edi amokama na yatoaso akọ yani ma yana ye ho na fe yempeki bibi out of the lions mentality na eba ye toaso akọ yani msese Kennedy Onyene Agyapong o se yemfine X na X no minim se obi aguso a ohwehwe ne de wo hu de na onsa kan wo de anase etesen womo nsa ka omo de nyina ne behwe na afi yatimi edi ho enkomo ma yentwa ya ho ne mpeki bibi out of the lions mentality ya ba ye toaso na yakọ yenim sinopei ye ka no senia etie.
Competence. Lions are said to sleep around 20 hours a day. Still, they never go hungry. They get up and they get the job done. They earn their rest. They earn their success. They earn their freedom. There are great rewards for competence. In life, if you provide more value to others than anyone else, in a shorter space of time, you will be rewarded, and you will be rewarded well and often. It does not matter how long you work. It matters how good that work is. It doesn't matter how many hours you put in. It only matters how much value you've created. Develop yourself into a competent machine. Work on what matters in your life with laser focus, ruthless determination, and a burning desire to do everything to the very best of your ability. That builds pride and respect for yourself.
Welcome back. Makachiro Dada say and on a big interview yene engineer Daniel Awotwe ebehia na afa yedi enkomo oko weja gbawea eho ena Team Ken ana Kennedy ohene Agyapong ni timu no odimu akotenenti oba amyedi nkomo na afa yato aso akọ yenim na onim se Kennedy ohene Agyapong time or share ne campaign ase unity tour sha ase no ena oye ne se say we John Dramani Mahama ne NDC 2016 New Patriotic Party eduomuso enkunim na we vote margin and difference na it was around 1 million na 1 million no Wamo de 8 solid years. And a tete yansa no maba back to power. Now, New Patriotic Party, any NDC in 2024. And so, yakwa about to we no na NDC adin kunim, and then the margin no 1.7 and over. Na 1.7 million no, and a Kennedy kase. Say obinya 1 million na otimi the 8 years na tete yansa no oba back to power. Now, what difference no 1.7 million and over no? How many years? And I want so betimi edi atete ansa no oba back to power. It is a sanity there X. And so everybody, the whole Ghana find X. Nti X ene eguso a ye hwehwe se onsa ka wo de a emere so a ofre ya no aka akire yen na afei ya to aso akọ yenim ene oba make sure say o X wa find o X a you tell us na afei ya to aso akọ yenim na ya hunu se na etie ade ba ko a ye nyina nim se ka se obi ekuani a kuani na dwuma ene se obetimi aye kua afese kase obi ye teacher ni chire ni a ne de ne se obekọ classroom akọchira de yesi obi ye carpenter obi ye hairdresser obi ye fashion designer sankofo nyina ewo obi ane na dwuma afese kase we ye amanyoni a amanyoni ensoso ewo ne de ya woye na se ye kase amanyoku a amanyokuo ede ne se obetimi anya akwanya tena bem na afei ono nso so aboa oman chechire ananse walidi oman chechire oman kanko oman puntuo ene oman ni mu nipa oman ni mu agyapade ekwan a ede be fa so a ni nyina betimi agina yie no eya na agina saa amanyokuo no eso eti se woju wotum se wo ya amanyokuo a obotaye no eye baako pe eno ne se obebo ho moden obetoto niam nyina yie na ekoba se wokọ abato so a wadi nkunim na waba betena bandwa so na wabeye adwuma ma wo manfo edi wachi nso so no womanya so emfaso eti New Patriotic Party National Democratic Congress ene wo mo akeka ka ho ni nyina no ewie se ubetimi enya political power na wode aye adwuma amanfo ho ahan wo mo ubetimi enya political power etimi de atenetene niama ewo memo ubetimi enya political power na afei adwen ene nimdia ekuta wo no se amanyokuo no ubetimi ede atenetene niama ma niama akọ nanim eti se woye political party anansa amanyokuo na se wutifie a empempi no ewo se wotai edwene ho se eba ne sa na obotaye no ebem anansa obotaye no ya pa baabi akwa akwahye wei ene nkoma yebusa no ene ana wei ne question na yebusa no ene se o hwanu yi a boa na afa ye nyina ye ntoaso enko yenim eti political party wasade ne se ubetimi awini political power na afa watimi politically wabelidi oman empuntu eti se we political party na se emu ebinom adwen ekuta wo mo ene se ye de ye political party no enye tumi ane ye pe na ye de akwakoboa mo man no atumpon akonanim yen yadwen po ene se sabia nanu bia ye ba ban mu ekoye no eniema bia abanya wote akonwa so sese susu se ye na ya anya ni yie sika bia abanya wote akonwa so sese susu se fire offices na fei yentimi amu ho akonta yie eniema bia abanya wote akonwa so sese susu se eye oman ne de esesenke de ye adwuma mo oman no na ebia wo mu hunu ba bia afa no na wo mo to za efrenkofo se mona na anu na moti abem na saa niema we no efa mo pono so ansa na eko na ne botaye nti asasika we fa ha no ya hwehwa ye hunu eti saa na tia de ne ye to nsa afra mo se momra na mo mekire de kodi amode sasika no eyeye se saa na tia de ne ye to nsa afra mo se momra na mo mekire yen se saa niema ye amode fa ha pie ha wura ha na mode kogina ne se ye no den na mode kokoye ye momra na mo mekirem eti ekoba ne saa na chese yoko enye asore na yoko soso enye sabi school na mom yoko no ewo ho de mo oman ne se obetimi aboa na oman ne mpempena de oman ne sikasam eniema bia nkofo ayo madwene se womde o monsa be bom ewo oman ne mu no obetimi age ede ama oman no obetimi abo oman ne japade ho ban nti no se bibi fa wo office na se anfa yie ana wentimi amekirekire mu yie ana ye hunu botaye nti ade be fa wo office no na enu nti bra na be kire mu a wo se nipa no wasade ne se obe sori akọ yoko ho na afa wakọ akọ mu na mom ye nsori enkase saa niema ya yebusa me hwanu yie no ni hwanu yie bia mede ma eti na se saa na tie de a ma me mpa baabi na afa me mfa me ho enkonkote na me pa baabi de me ho akọ akote de a na New Patriotic Party amanyoku a oba ban mu a Ghana fo nyina nya ne so mfaso amanyoku a oba ban mu a Ghana fo nyina hunu se ne ntotua ne nhyehyɛ ya wode eba no eyade a eboa emo oman ne nyina nya so mfaso enti Ghana fo epe no me kwakwaji mu tumi na fe saa tumi no me de aba bebo me ho ban esan se me ankasa minnim se yede me kwa abato so 2028 a pesania niema etie no sania bibia etie no mia me di ho adanse se yede me kwa mintimi nkwaji tumi emfa ma MPP amanyoku no eti se saa na tie de a ene na mekwa akwaji saa tumi no na me de aba bebo me ho ban ewa amanyoku onum said ye beya because of enu nti no yoko entimi mfra me ma me nkonkonko yi me ho ano said ye beya enuntino yoko entimi emma metete me said ye beya enuntino metimi mafa me ho adi ewo yoko nsa no enti eno no ena nipa bi nso so eka se da bio amanyoko de ne botaye ene se obetimi abaji tumi amanyoko bi ahina political power se obetimi ede abeboa mo mampuntu akonanim eti se sa na tie de a ene na ma yenko ne yenkoko hwem ccc si nanako na afa yenyi nipa ba ko a wono se no ofata nipa ba ko a Ghana fo nyina gina tum nipa ba ko a Ghana fo nyina nim se so okasa hwesoro a esese wo hwesoro nipa ba ko a Ghana fo nyina gini tum se so okasa twawani hwebe nkum a esese wo hwebe nkum nipa Ghana fo nyina gina tum se so okacha se hwefom a ubetimi ahwefom krogen nipa Ghana fo nyina hunu ni se si eke nipa Ghana dana koma so na fribrisante wa shase aka Ghana ho asem make sure say esese Ghana diye esese Ghana kona nimu a na enyo bia se Kennedy ohene Agyapong ewo New Patriotic Party konim enti se sa pani ya wo di no kura kire Ghana fo sa pani ya wo kana sam kire Ghana fo a won twa Ghana fo kontompo won kan kire Ghana fo se mo mame tumi na mo de tumi emame a sei na metimi aye no wagi tumi wi ana afei wonam no wobo ne bra eye ne awope na bosha wa hye Ghana fo kra no enya de a efa ne ho no ye makwan ma sa ne ma no enkoso eti yenko yi Kennedy onhene Agyapong na afei ye mfa ne mra esanso no na Ghana fo nyina gina die ono pe na akodu asol dem mu aye boni din Kennedy onhene Agyapong ene edu fiada na ye nuanu Mozambique fo kwa asori a wo mu boni din bo mpa ye ma ne se nyankopon mo ne ho ban no ma ne nkwatenten esanso okuta akomapa esanso oyobi a wodo Ghana esanso oyobi a wodo Ghana magbunu oyobi a wodwene Ghana mpuntu ohunti no nyankopon emma no adwene ni nyansa emu do na afei wo mo mpa ebo nso so ne se New Patriotic Party amanyoko delegate no nyankopon ebefa wo mo so na afei wo mo de Kennedy ohene Agyapong ede no aba na Ghana force se mo de Kennedy ohene Agyapong ba ye beto ama no esanse ono na no woko konfa no teaching hospital no hu se ayarefo da fom na ne yem ahye no eno se dabi we mo nso so eye nipa susu ampa sese yade na de wo mo bekompa esese wo mo wu ewo bra wo mo nso so enya baby papa ada ewo ayarehwe kwan so esese wo mo nso so etimi nya baby a sabi esese yade nipa to na yesane yade enti no de ono ankasa ne botom sika ono ankasa ne resources eto niama ede bua oman no pani a wotimi tena ase ahwedi hunu se cardiac arrest aye bi ne ku ye nua bema komla dumo ya no eye yade ba ko a edi Ghana fo dodo na anya na mom enhwehwemu da na di pefe se enye Ghana ni bia na se sa yade no to no a obo sika so betimi akwa ama no ne akosa ne ho yade eti watu no botom sika $6 million se yemfansi biaya se Ghana ni bia wasa hawo na yebetimi aso no ede ama no enu nti Ghana force se New Patriotic Party for kofa ne ba yebeto ede ama no sa pani na wono ene watimi atena se di ene wose Ghana magbunu ekwanya Ghana magbunu nam so no eye me mobododo enti me makoya mayoni me de mi ankasa me botom sika ebeye nnia matimi enu nti watimi agira ne nan so directly watimi ama employment emrantie ne mmabawa emabunu eko eba womo sori anopa mu wani da so se adwuma da wo manimu a womo kwakwakwaye eti watimi ama nipa mako close to 8,000 womo employment ono na Ghana for hwe ho se samokofa papa we ba ya beto ede ama no Assembly New Patriotic Party delegate. This is the time. Emraninie. Empenise wo ya ane ye yamanwo. Afei yesese bedi akodi fatana. Efatano awa akono. Enye nkwankwa nduase. Eti se ye pepenia obetimi bedi Ghana animu a na ye hwe womo a womabobọ bra womo a womabeya amanwasem wo Ghana hanfihia bebrebe nanso wonte se pane akroma fa oman ne pane da wonte se oman na homa akroma fa bida sankofo ne yekom ho asem a na eye Kennedy ohene Agyapong Ghana for se Kennedy ohene Agyapong wa ye bia ma oman no enti mra so se yen so Ghana for nso so no ye be ye bi ede ama no enti Ghana for se New Patriotic Party mu koyi ni ba ye beto aba ede amamo enti na political party bi asede ne se obetimi awini political power na afa wode abaye adwuma abo ne manfo ne de na ba bia duru no se New Patriotic Party timi yi Kennedy ohina Japan ede no ba na Ghana fo nyina age atoma to aba ede amano ema New Patriotic Party asanso aba back to power. And that is the main reason why Minim said he is going to be the next flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party. Yemfa flag bearer nkomo bia because of Yoko Tata nkofo. Yemfa flag bearer nkomo bia because of say oman bi bia be fam yenim ni amode ye eti mo beje tumi mo beje flag bearer de abom ho ban de sa de ni nsinne na ensi ochina ensoso. Esan say New Patriotic Party delegates say Yewura Kennedy ohene Agyapong is the only political figure among the rest ayebetimi ehu ni signature ewo babia New Patriotic Party amayoko no ewo bia. He is the only person na otimiti ni bottom sika eto shen dodo no anu oche edema party masa monje nkoye adwuma mwo party no na ma party no anya ginabia ewo tumi mu ono no otimiti ni bottom sika edema party masa monje nkobo party ho bra na ma party no awie mu de ono na duru baabi a party no eni sika party no botokra ni sika botokra tete na party no ehunu bibia wo betimi ayama ne ho na party echo conference na conference na omo kono omo say sika eni ho party ni sika eti kwanya ebetimi afa so a congress no beba so ene say ye beye no our regional basis enti region bia konkoye ne de otena sidi no ose dabi ye party we ye party atumi a ewo mu no enya de keto ni kwase atoto nase eti se we hia wa ha ne de ye mpene na mom party ni wotumi surunko bi a se party mani nyina kono om kokobom e de odoko hia no om ye party ho adwuma wie a senia odo enkabom enya ni daso eba no mintimi nhwe amasikenti ya nchiche yemu eti se sana tia dia menkwa ma yisika na to se monje na fe party ne conference emra so ewo tamale emontene so. New Patriotic Party delegates say sanyama we nyina no yahunu Kennedy ohene Agyapong is the only flag bearer hopeful a party no emma power dampo no wotimi nya kukuduro nya gidie ewo party ne mu no wotimi tu no bottom eyi sika edeboa party no sa party no mfa nya adwuma. He is the only person otimi ebo modern tin bottom sika na fei wotimi edi kukuru afidie mu mununtum a whole media house, a whole media organization na o dedicate yedema New Patriotic Party say se party ma epe baby akasa ma Ghana 41 nia eye Oman FM so o se party for epe baby na wo mo akasa ama Ghana 41 nia eye Net 2 television so o se party for epe baby akasa ama Oman 41 nia na eye na radio so na eye Ash FM so. Kennedy ohene Agyapong is the only person omo aka etimi ye bie nyina no party ne ba power wo munya mu ne ombenya enya mu adodode awie no ansa no omo ye ebinum kra de kra wo ko free enti aban ba ye kra waje Kennedy Ohene Agyapong is the last man. He is the last hope for the new patriotic party. It is a way delegator. Media masamu ameka nyina ne se bo modern se ubetimi ene womwa ukoyi flag bearer no aba mo mato aba e de ama wo party no e wo fom ho no woni omo nkasa ofo trotra woni omo ni nkomo ofo taxi a woni omo ni nkomo okọ park so woni omo ni nkomo waso dem woni omo ni nkomo eno bia asam wo ka nyina ne se Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ena party no de ne ba ye beto aba e de ama no. It is a way a party bar. Masam ne se. Ade ni o. Emre ni o. Emre no na asui koto aba na afa yi Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Me pa cho se bia eniema bia hunahuna wo. Enipa bi hya ofu. Enipa bi ayo ma dwen so mbey intimidate wa. Eti wontimi get connected a. Me pa cho fa onse bonkum pra wo moto nchen. Get connected. Esan se ebre ni nie. Se wan fa wan kwan ko hye we mu bi na fa nkunimde ne ba afo behwe no waye basa wo hunu meso me mpene sa abo kwakuo ose ne ho nya fe nanso ne ho ofa che obi a wadi asam adifo me mpese obekọ akoto aba to ba bi a ekire bi no anigye ne beba no na wontimi mfa ho ma mehiem esan se Kennedy Ohene Agyapong is surely going to be the next flag bearer for the new patriotic party ahead of 2028 elections. Ya from me Mr. Nku, mame na me homra, me ba me ne Albert Asumani the political za etnase na ye de Ghana nkomo ewo sinupe dwumedie so ye de abraw sinupe ya kano senia etie.
NPP anem epam chow say mfumso bia yede ye mfumfie motwina etwen mumfanchire
Under my presidency, I'll make sure I satisfy the party people too.
Nigina NPP anem epam chow say mfumso bia yede ye mfumfie motwina etwen mumfanchire efisa se nigina na me cancel ye ne mo di ni ya na ma bra nyame na ma bra nyame Messi, Sabi, and we are not in Tafu Boy, who woman Daco, or Magni and your pay, or Musubani and your pay. Indeed, Mumayan Kai say, Obi or MPP more, or betting Ama MPP and Ma a D. Let's hope as any Acrona, we can be a Agyapong. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. Ebrason say yede Ghana nkomo e wo sinupe dwumedie so yede ebrewo Albert Asumani the political za on that note atena say ya yebedi nkomo ede akọ yenim maka tro say obetimi akọ YouTube na ode o comment ede afawaba na yenni nkomo yento aso nko yenim san say afi yentimi mfa flag bearer che no enkwahye obia mfa nkobo no ho ban da bi e wo say party ni timi kokwaji tumi nti delegate obia ante asesa na yenya ne pepepe yentimi mfa party no protect obia na mom ye the party no ekwaji tumi ama delegate amuwo fom a emre bi atwa manya bi andi no mo nsoso manya bi adi ama bibia ye kama Albert asmani atnase ma mema na kwaba na yenni nkomo opani bibia boko de
Senku mboko na so e
oh nyankopon adom me ho ye papa yenko ala edem bibia ye kama o kala yin so eye mpanifo kala pa o
se we miru no me ni nyina na wa se wo ba ko na me so wo ba ko
eno ano no
ni nyina wo fia
we no nanka honorable ken ye se nkope ba ko no so o mo ka miru
na wie se ade no me di 2
se o mo ye ni 2 a ida se honorable ken nya ba ko a u be nya ba ko
anase ba ko
asa momo
sa
antina
we dem say ye fast 2 ni nyina be
ya jimienu ni nyina bibia boko de
na me ado misankum
all right
yeguso kakra
all right
misankum amefa enchi akese ma COP Christian Tete Yohonu IGP of the Ghana Police Service
uchia no
amefa enchi akese ma no na me mana ha na baby owo bia no enchi akese enkoma no ana yenu ya Malik nso a owo CID headquarters Ghana Police Service
Malik heavy
aseda kese enkoma no na nchi anso nkoma no omo eka ho na Ghana asudua yenyan yetumi nya go police service there omo mandate kese ba ko partners to protect laws and properties lives and properties internet say Ghana ni bia no
say order eye
juma e wo Ghana say de be ya to trafo ne ubia mfansem hu ni se bi nyambra se bia emfa ne nam enti say de omo guso omo ye omo juma pepepe no ye de nchia be ma Ghana Police Service ene ni titu omo sahene eye COP Christian Tete Yohonu
waye
juma IGP wasaba sobo nti awie enchi akese command ba bia obia na mfa de so nkan Ghana Police for so ba bia omo obia no na so so omo nyo adwuma na MTTD for so no mo hwe akwan so yie na bibia so nye kama
police sadom no ye mfa nkon paibo
debi ye ti a enje fasting and prayers debi yes o ye police ni a debi police for no adwuma ne se omo hwe na nyambrasem kromu na ho obi anfa to trasem koji obi ade obi anfa obi anim nya fom bibia esese emra perpere yo ye adwuma no police ni pie ho a esese epatapa piuto no ye de mra eden ewro
eno no
ye be chia police fo nyina ende yo nu de ba bi obi a no se wante a Robert no so won chia na ma
oh na se Malik ewo ho nko ade
Robert ene ya fa Malik so ene omo police CID headquarters wo nyina se omo nji enchi awie yi no mo fa ma IGP COP Christian Tete Yohonu awie papa ya chia papa
ene na ma yen san fa
ene we Yohonu salute owa eka don ko se no
now afei adwuma no ahyase now opani say Yewura Kennedy ohina Agyapong o share unity tour na se odebeka party abom obema party no asaye strong bi no eniama bebre na ekofom okodu baby eye na analysis na analysis na oyeye no ekyese John Dramani Mahama ni NDC 2016 omudi ncho na vote margin no was 1 million.
Yes.
Now 1 million echi no omudi 8 solid years na tete yanso na wansamba back to power.
Yes.
Now 2024 elections MPP ni NDC.
Yeah.
Ye wie na MPP adi ncho vote margin no 1.7 and over million. It is a son and also so will be the 8 years and or the atete 1 million about back to power there.
Yes.
1.7 million no and also know how many years. It or say no X fine X.
Honorable Ken, that ben or just our homework no you fire your work run or mark here.
Oh, a big crowd your mother banti no there. My young conquer obedient.
Okay.
Kodjon cancel when Ed Nedia
fine X
or the Nedia Abba. It's Yeriana Sawon so what me fine X. Now so my huna ya twaso akọ ye.
Okay.
Eti yanko yahwe.
Okay.
Find X. I'll find my X now. Because it's not easy. I've tried to find X to come out and say the answer to the yes. It took me from the whole day. X, okay. Find X. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million took someone opposition 8 years. Now 1.7 million. How many years it took that person to come back presidential again? Million. How many years it took that person to come back presidential again? Find X. Now 1.7 million. How many years it took that person to come back presidential again? Find X. A complete point. 1 million took someone opposition 8 years. Now 1.7 million. How many years it took that person to come back presidential again? Find X.
Enti Kodjon cancer Lewin. Ena all try say obetimi afine X. Na utimi say emu aye den papa. Na Albert Asmani the political czar no. Ono de sikasem ho ane akontabuo de utimi mfa na feature. Enti bia no ono atimi afine X. Eti owa ha de opani obi de ni o.
Mizakum na kan besenka. Lewe mi hu ni fana answer am fan compare me there.
Open say to apo
because X no say why dey o can find X no be adwane yes open say gofo bi dwane pa there just find X to baby ohun ya no because the X has become so scary. The X has become so scary. Say so we share John Dramani Mahama 2016 ne 1 million no for the 8 years no. Not just in Crawford can say 1 year be 125,000 votes. Yes. What I say? 1 year be President John Dramani Mahama there. 1 million no. Ne 1 year be 125,000 votes. It is all there no analogy na. Not just say oh they compare 1.7 million. Not just say you are looking at 125,000 votes times the number of years a bit menya 1.7 million. But what am I say? Under John Dramani Mahama no 8 years no would divide 1 million voter na amount 125,000 votes per year.
Okay.
But when walk it a calculator and bomb me. 1 million divided by 8. 125,000. And therefore, if you want to get 1.7 million, not just say even 13 years, amount 1.625 million. It's approximately 14 years and the amount 1.7 million votes. 14 years. Now 14 years and so about to be a to no 4 years in Nanka we are looking at 16 years.
Say first 4 years in amount 2028. Second 4 years in amount 2032. Now cut 2 years. So 20 years in about 2034 and when you're election year. And I just said 2036. International, so you are looking at 12 solid years. It's excellent.
ye poma
yes
me frɛ me nua Kodwo Kansalo win na me de me 14 na compare ne de ma hwɛ ono so X a wonyai
na menim sɛ ahwɛfoɔ ne atiefoɔ nso so bɛbɛ mu no obi ade ne X
monkanche pasolo sɛ ɔfa
the work ɔfa mu nyinaa
ɔfa X mra ne yɛ hwɛ wi ne yɛ Electoral Felix Bell no so fa ne X mra na fe ye hwe Abu Karim so X a ono so di fi Madina eba
e de beba
ewi akwa Likem so ho no so akwa fa ne X
ewi akwa France ni akwa hwe Felicia nom ni omo so de beba Leticia na omo de beba yewi na fe yakwa Italy na yakwa akwa omo e ho so de omo de beba etiche se X no adwuma de ba
ka che kabra fe bo se obefi London aba no onfa London for so X emra
kwabena fo
ai
kwabena
so akoto tu agum wo ho
unu kwabena nso de ne ho
kwabena they say oni buga agro nie entokwanie ye be hwe de omu be yi
buga be yi ntapa
Asemo party ne mo ahyehyehye say
enyasem ketwa
it is war
enyasem ketwa now ye we ni nyina na chi na ye guso ayehwehwe X no ebinom nso nam an wo mo edi enema bi wo mo ye enema bi e wa ase se wo mo pie abonten so ne ebusa wo mo se hwan na wo support na wo mo ntimi nkasa wo ka wo mo se ye hwe ne a efomfo pe na ye de ama wo mo opem no na ontimi enkasa wo ba bonten a ontimi enkasa but okokokuo mu a
na okodi
nkomo aka kire nkofo se moma ye mfa nkwa ha odwane na se ade no eye a ka wontimi enda ho adi wa bonten
we papa nko ani
ma ye konkotie anyway na ye mra na fei Albert Asomani enhye ne nkomo twetwe no ase.
Hello, good evening. I'm say enumerate na member platform so na reading me makakra me reading nyina. Ana member delegates no na so far many constituency executives akasa. Many electoral coordinators akasa. Many assembly members akasa. Meshia Council of Elders, Namaba, police station executives, Munina Musmunasu. I am for Baumia. Hello, good evening. I'm say enumerate a member platform, so now reading me makakra me reading. And I member delegates no naso. So far, many constituency executives are casa. Many electoral police station executives, many electoral coordinators are casa. I'm say enumerate a member platform, so now reading me makakra me reading.
All right, enti ni ayete ne nkase okase eye honorable Asenso Boachi Bantama member of parliament na yete ne nkase okasa no na ono no opia bonti ne ebusa na ose ne afomfo pe na onamase na oguso oye ne nkakrakra se wo ye coordinator oba wo nchen a sankofo wo mu sika o ma pegu ho no enye sika ketwa enti number of years apart in betna opposition no they can still survive but who are we delegate no who are we grassroots no I don't think say party we eco opposition for even 8 years ubetimi a survive it is a sankofo we afa no matiasi for omoba se omoba wo na so aka kire wo mu se won wa ye yie enti eye na mom onsoso a wo grassroots no wonso wo mmereni okoto aba ma Kennedy Agyapong sane be ya obewi ni power na fe wo a wo grassroots no wo a wo delegate no wo nso anya adwuma aye na wo ne wabusua enso so no manya kakra aye den atom botom mema kwan ema we nom endadaw esanse sika wo mo wogu ho no edoso chen wo twen wo wi enkomo no nie opani
Isahum
obrenie
yebe chie tie for ne ada obi ase se asema okay yura asenso boache ana wakotu ya atwenem e wo bantama WhatsApp platform bi so ana o kire ninsemu na we member of parliament sebi ma me ka se mo nkire 276 MPs o Ghana ha nyina we member of parliament it doesn't make you nyansafo a wo that constituency no mo so we MP a omanfo na ato aba se ko represent omo but yanto aba ama obi a oye nyansani pawo constituency that is not the meaning. It is obi a MP and also a politician. The earlier you get that message right, the better for you as a politician to know how you work with people. See a two about our constituency now we need say Kim, we are MP, Oko Parliament, you need the amount. You are the representatives of the people. But you are not the wisest person in that constituency. Every MP should get this clear. Now for you moving on. That is the premise I want to establish as Senso Boache DN on. So we MP ma bantama for and just a bantama for nyina unim nyansa che obia. So unim nyansa che obia anka ye nkoto aba. Emma MPP enya 88. Na presidential presidential candidate win 77 constituencies. Ye hwemu a ye wo 11 constituencies a eto aba ma MPs a o man to aba presidential candidate. What's the mechanism? Yes. 276 constituencies na ye wo no. MPP win 88 MPs. But presidential MPP win only 77. That means na party for ni bi pe omo MPs no. Ba na omo mpe presidential candidate no. Enti no omo moto aba wo constituencies no sebi omo nso timi dwen ma omo ho. Omo nso nim nyansa, omo nim de ye ma omo. Ye betimi aba constituency ha, ye be ye MPP primaries wo Medina. Mr. Nkum, metu amau as parliamentary candidate se bedi MPP anim. Ba eba MPP presidential, metu ama Kennedy wo hine Agyapong. Ebia na wo na metu ma presidential parliamentary candidate no, onso wo be foforo. But me hwewa, wo na me do kwa parliament eye. But eba presidential na me dwen se Kennedy Agyapong kwa eye. Entima senso nya na adwen se obe intimidating krofa say ono no se o gini di se o ye mpia ba bi o gina na se o gina ho sa ba bi o dwan gina na ba gina ho analogy na enya adwuma wo we mu
se o dwan no ba bi o gina ne ba nso kopi
o dwan ye selfish o man ba bi na o be da be gina ho
o nyina ho nchen kra ma ne nye yi
tete no na ebe pani wo bu be se akokwa a oben woni no ana odi abebesere afi da akokwa eben ni onya abebesere ana ono anka se
no nko amene
na akokwa na di ntetia. This time around, Sabeno, Enya Juma. It is so a member of parliament. Diwulem can you ubetimiaye any nipana who so obeyeno. But men conquer impose you candidate our constituency for to say because I am here, therefore follow me. Aden sebi bantama for omajimi.
Sa ba shebane bre no atwemu.
Ye ka bantama enye na niam ye bibia bantama ye fra Florida. First in kemo baba. Near Bodo Dio NDC 100,000 MPP 2 Bantama ba MPP 740 million. Just say broso.
Na bibia ye di.
It is a Bantama ma ya na MPP for she ye me den.
Ahihie.
Ene dia sanso ma Bantama wie ni. Na wo san dia ba be hye nkofo kon. Asanso boache. Nipa a wo de na hye nkofo kon Bantama aga se obi ogino mu nyina ho. And what to say? Ye nua oto ofim na nsen wo Tamale Central. Omukoto aba no e omuntala ho MPP NDC primaries. Wodi mi say nipa o wi ni ye ho no. No a research director Emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawia.
Yes.
nipa onu wini ya
Alidu
obeye parliamentary candidate for NDC no.
Yes.
Oye Jumama Dr. Baum.
Yes.
This is you see MP you MP before and you want MP before mabedi to me e MPP aban mu. President Kufuor Yanti Kroman appointed Papa Kwasi Ndum as a minister e wo krom ha.
Yes.
Papa Kwasi Ndum no MPP ni.
Dabi.
Ya go fan go be say boy aban mu. It doesn't make them full-blooded MPP. And to say a campus assembly a charge a padia, and some me who MPP for whom you say a betcheno, now want so for never you took a cram on.
One quarter free.
Now what about a man about the betcher say, oh, now, yeah, this year with you. It does now, okay. Yeah, baby. And I go forward banoma. What I say? Yeah, my man, now won't come. Yes, you do a fire. Anna, me do barrier. Obaya, what say we know? You do a bar no. Omo abeto wo ho no. Uno yepe. Yanti MPP 2008. MPP at 1992. It does also means after 92 no more be join the party. Obetimi join it. But wo join it so who position your party no. Untimi mfanga say wo ba mu 2018 no. Therefore, it makes you the crown prince into no at all. By all means, as see do ko.
NC.
And I go for the de and sheni pakon and ojama obi akoba bi okwa anka nya sa adia ye facing communist of roads baby asanso ofiri ho akọ na nsen ya ko na kohwe akọ bi ana o hye ho an time aso kra omudi na anim say Dr. Bawumia ekọ patch on na do say o extend ne contract ma no afede ye kwa akoye no chief director mi ho sa no ye NDC ni Obia Dr. Bawumia bi be hye ba bibia no hwe no ye NDC
and so na MPP former
Omunya adwuma ni bi
omunya adwuma nye enya aduane kura no omadi
Ghana hani
pa wa ye adwuma amapa
omasem ye memobbo eye memobbo Ghana hapa ye MPP police station executives
yamfo mo nya hwe
omasem ye memobbo se we MPP police station executive na wakọ obi ase wonim ye ha ewo empanimfo na nim unni okamafo bia we police station executive tama ye nim waaye tama MPB ebeso okọ parliament no akwakofa ohie nim wo hare no akwakofa TV 32 inches no dia brew
abeda daw
no akoto abama na fe no ono nam no odi akesesem odi mrento asem ewo so first police station for eba school kokeke omama kura nya school esi den yetimi ma minister ba scholarship na mo de munya bi nipa so akomo ntokwama mo no na nkofo asa besi onachi na omo se ne kire mo enti this time around no Mr. Nkum we a polling station executive na MP ba no be ka kire o say mi gira hanti be gira obi aka kire ne say sebi nyakopon ba de no oba adwen no wonso wo de wo chefa ma wo wonso wo adwen utimi dwen sebi nya wo MP ne draw o menu aduane a obedi no efi kwasie da kosi memne da enya wo MP ne kire o de aduane adi
kra na o mo pe bibia from nchenti no mo ko mo ye wie pe o mo
o ma bieu
so safata so benya bibia di grassroots ni se so didi enkofo we sika o mo wo gu ho no nye sika ketwa
MPP ba bam Mr. Nkum ano mutumi create one company mpo min kan say yenko wi aga na sika fan create company but yetimi create legitimate company bi e bia kade area ho yesi enwo pa na ye wo ho pa ye establish bi ye fa party mpanimfo ni bi nye directors mo mpanimfo no mo nyi musika na mo fan support yo mo na kan fa nipa 100 pe e wo constituency no akomusu benya bibi da atua mo masko
President Kufuor ko bie cassava factory wo bodwe ase MPP ba ban mu wanfa ne ni kra e ma nne agu enso na nka President Kufuor adwen ne se ye friend sen party executives no ebetimi enya bibi grassroots for no enso betimi enya adwa bi aye party na ba besen ko enkofo we na esan ba mo hobie mu o ma be sen ko anko metimi de sika kwhye saa ayi no mu e ma company na san arise e betimi afa nipa be 1000
Mr. Nkum so your penny na wachidifo a abra Jesus Christ ko to Peter e won so ni so na Peter penam no
ko
na Peter ka kire ne se miwura anadwo nyina mapem mafaha mitua asebwa enyinam aka that point no na Jesus Christ betumi command nam aba anase nke Jesus Christ betumi agye ne net no e de ayi nam ama no but Jesus anyesa Jesus didn't fish for Peter. He taught Peter how to fish. So just say go asawo ko asay ko ubeyi nam na Peter kura say me wura anadwo nyina na ya minya nam. Jesus said no, go there, cast the net there. Jesus didn't fish for Peter. He taught Peter how to fish. And Pa Peter ko ho to asawo no oyinam. So your politician who MPP ni a wo chichafo no enye 10 cities, 100 cities, 200 cities ala mo pefi unchen. Don't give them fish. Teach them how to fish so that when you are not there, they can go for fishing themselves and take fish and come home and eat. And on the party for here, say the bubet me establish a juma at Diamomo. Say party no opposition or power party for him. That is the vision and the agenda for Honorable Ken or any Agyapong. Said ye obet me party for edidi debia. And penifo baby say edidi da na ye enye didi prekun mo party for na nimtia na primaries be ba on fa 400 cities question in say koto abama me
omo de bra odi agedi
ne to aba wi a watu ne pa wi aga so kwasampani wa mobra na wo ye so won si e ko hu enfa won ko yes we are delegate wo be bia the 276 constituency no Honorable Ken Agyapong beba ona so na oba ona so a de wo sere mo ne say this time around no muntie na asema wo ka na mo de mo fa ne enso ne nhwe na mo de so na mo ka ne hwe wi a na mo behu say decision mo be take 31st January 2026 no e be decision na one e be bo party no e be bo party for na nkasa na sa bo man Ghana eno and the beye ade a ebe so Ghana fo nyina eni Mr. Nkum
it
better say
mame so me da wase na ye be san so ahia nankopon enka ho no ye Mira Albert Asumani the political czar na waba me ye de enkomo maka kire se enne enkomo chenchirenchi e wo ho ya ye ba bedi yewura Kennedy ohene Agyapong ne nsama hodo a wonam adwaman so kan nsam a wo kam na to Ghana fo asom se nyame ye na dom amono baba yo mampani a enniema wo peso ye ma Ghana ene ada enniema hodo osusu se ebeboa ma oman na tumpon no eno ho nkomo ana ye ba bedie mene engineer Daniel Awotwe ena e ba bedie ono eye member of Team Ken ewo waja gbawe abato mpeso ano so obo adwuma bruta amanfo crossing kono no on standing for eye MP na bibia anya kama nti ono aba obesini pen so ono wonya no obekwa na so wonko azene obesini pen e wa ha meno di tabia takum ehun komon pacho se woye bema ne awuhia eye tabia takum eno na nyame ye wadom na wonsa eka bia ebeboawo ema bibia aye kama efise bema esese wo ma oba oyere na ne je ohun kani ohun a na koma atone yem esanse wode ne awope ana wode eba enti bomoden se wonsa be ka tabia takum e wo sachesim won saka na wo tafre ebedu anwumre no onwuna adwo na bibia e kama bibia be gina yie e ma na konanim baabia ye ton aduro bia ado ani kirem na abusa tabia takuma obenya bi na open dodo atu aton ama sika ba ho de freyen ne ni nkomo e wo 0243 686861 0243 686861 na yendi enkomoi Heart Builders Real Estate ema wasasepa amwatena so na Heart Builders Real Estate ye won sase e wo miamia hodo bebrebe ye wo bi e wo Shy Hills ye wo bi e wo Ningo Pram eti mu amopese mu si school adan mo a mo pese mo si mo dream house no mo a mo pese mo si niam ahodo bebo mo man na tumpon no me pa chaw Heart Builders Real Estate na ye be mo asase papa mansun bia eni akire anano me yonku bi kwato asase onam yanom so na okokoto ye owie ye na ho mansun ko ano eburu asase no so nti de ye ya ne se ose ene ebe ya asase no momfa ma de eti wato asase aboka asenu no ho Heart Builders Real Estate de ye ton asase manwa eye korogen ya asase no eye 25,000 Ghana cedis ye twa manwa to 16,000 afi shase se obodo project se ahwia na opa ye obi ho se nsuo na opa ye obi ho se ope block so se ope ebuo ni nyina no Heart Builders Real Estate esanso ewo ni nyina bi me pacho pe ye kira kwan na afi ye ni nkomo ema bibia enye kama bomodin se obepe ye kira kwan ye wo Ashaman ye ne Kakito Divisional Police Station no ene di hwe ne mu frɛ yen na ye ni nkomo ewo 0241 66 5200 0241 66 5200 Heart Builders Real Estate yen ene ye boa ema bibia aye kama ebra so se mini engineer Daniel Awoche edi enkomo na fe ye toa so ekọ yenim ono eye member of Team Ken ewo Waja Gbawe abato empesoa no eso ti ma mema no akwaba na fe yenkwe no pani bibia bokọ de
na me adom bibia bokọ
oho ye wo hu akonwa na eso ohye
oh
eso nyashi wo ene wota na si ho no nti no political salute no correct nti bibia be kama baby a wo free e what say Ken ne nsem ahodo a oka no age form Ghana for agitum party ma agitum ana it say
ye beda wase bedenche sonko first day free Waja Gbawe impeso so e de ba o program so ni wetie phone nyina na me adom Waja Gbawe I think is part of the few constituencies to me deliver ma honorable Ken Agyapong time on call primaries.
That was 2023.
So we were able to win with a massive gap. We had almost like 60% of the votes there.
Wonderful.
Yes, so we are trying to increase the voters output to 75 to 80%.
From 60% yes. to that of 75 or 80%. Who's seeing the pain?
Me seeing the pain. And it's going to come through because of the work that we are doing on the grounds. And a message na echo from any edidija any in some form say with the fracture ibinum edie during I don't want to even mention it because baby now I have disappointed in the last administration and a point a bit more fast so a delegate in police stations for the frame will be slaughterba Waja Gbawe farmer polling station for farmer delegate for said nipa no cry into me enye den enfa and I say on to me konkoye adwuma na oba ono so wo nyebi na makwakoton slot nti
omo tonton
slot bebre
adwuma ye farmer party man no omo ton
nti moye ne saa na e besi say no omo call house to house e benya saa hoden no to come back and do the same work again for the party. Internet so ye call mona so I catch him say look Kennedy is not that kind of person. That Kennedy will make sure say he renews the spirit of the grassroots at the same time so we making sure say bibia to na kwem. Team Ken ye wo Waja Gbawe. Me know say ya digitizing. So we all know who is Team Ken in Waja Gbawe.
Ntimo de mo ntwe mo obi mma me digitalization. Mo amatimi aye ma de. Ye na digitalization na hye de nya adwuma bi de nsa.
Enye den kra. Ya yen kofo a ye delegate for ya de man. And making sure say bibia so free national, bibia free Ken was say yen fembre asumisia it goes directly to the person. Yen fan fa bibia to say de bi no mo ye ya sewing machine, hair dryer say yen fembre constituency. Yen farmer constituency delegate na bi no mo ayeden ade akwa kochiche
omu twedi
yen yes sir and that can everything becomes systemized and I mean
everything goes well.
Now, talking about Kennedy or Agyapong, the policies be a oguswa or kahwasem any idea. Most especially, or say cassava no kwano niema wabobo so se benya frame etano ene sa niema no party ma delegate for no I mean almost assessance niema bi say no possible say betima ya adwuma
me da was pa say wa mam sa akonya no I just want to take this opportunity to explain it very well.
Okay.
Cassava to ethanol no menyim how Kennedy kodai or so sad die no and the on 100% business but that is the brilliant and the perfect policy that can save Mother Ghana now in terms of one, solving the galamsey issue. That is one. Two, raking in about 16.7 billion to be able to stabilize our dollar and cedi issues. And three, create more jobs. Cassava is a planter. It's a hardy crop. Into one here, say we guso fertilizers be bree and san into in areas omoye mining no sa baby o say in sase no udua cassava wo ebeba
baby omo tu galamsey no ho awi no aya kata so na ya dua banche no
ebeba into wo hwe so a we look at the global demand for products. Sisiano, everybody is rushing for gold. But the rushing for gold no, is creating a mess in our water bodies. Now, Osha Gold Board, Omo report say last year, gold export year revenue de Ghana, 11.6 billion. 11.6 billion and a day revenue at the Ghana. Now, Osha ethanol a derivative and I say processor with the bunch through fermentation and other processes no ethanol. Pharmaceutical agencies use BF use also hospitals for disinfection. Ethanol is what is being used across all the sectors of the economy. Ethanol imported Fia manoni eba Ghana has $16.7 billion.
Gold no at the 11 point something billion, 11.6 billion and a buy. And ethanol imported the bar mining mono 16.7
billion.
16.7 billion.
Yes.
And not just say asanso be wipe you go to second in our crowd.
Thank you. Inti say even on the local, on the world stage, ethanol has 770 billion market share. And it's still rising at a pace of 54%. To the point that China is using their wasteland. Maybe I want to ball a goo in Sasia or moon using any bunch for ethanol. And then maybe so say, and then maybe say, Sahadrin on your way. Because now, look at the first stage in terms of the CD to dollar stability. Export 11.6 billion gold. Ya say acres. Banchi obi edua a converting na my ethanol na yen so yakọ import for your factories na wa han 16.7 billion. I just say cause 90 man ya. Meanwhile, so you are saying, now let's take it in the reverse direction.
Okay.
So you do a bunch in Waha. Would you a bunch 1 acre biana, 800 to 1,000 grams of ethanol.
Okay.
Which cost $2.16. It's a fixed rate. Until you are getting almost $1,700 per 1 acre, which is like 4 plots. Let's go to the galamsey side. Boys now more pit the moon. You mark 100 cedis a day. Into a month, 3,000. Supervisors, you mark 300 cedis a day. A month, 9,000. And now, more two the machine, excavators new too. So, what to me pile here, you can go 3 times in a week and 2 times.
Yeah.
each time the highest they can pay you is 1,500 to 2,000.
Okay.
It is a washer sa earnings and I say siko munya and drew what ethanol can fetch the miner. Because $1,700 per acre, which is 4 plotter, it transcends to about 18,000 Ghana cedis. Which means if the boys who go to the pit see this policy, they are all going to stop going to the mining pit.
You bet me a yusu ethanol ne nkwano ede ama galamsey for no.
Yes.
Yet me ede a stop galamsey.
That's all.
If you say onim se galamsey na okwakoye na ebetimi akunu kra no.
Thank you.
Oba beye se adwuma we ya obenya sika kra edoso eche ne obenya o galamsey no. Into automatically Kennedy Agyapong the policy ba akope no eyi galamsey every ho.
Simple.
Wonderful.
Internet maybe say he's, I don't know, but this policy is one of a kind. 2, ebema production within your country, you know, the pharmaceuticals, beverages for in Abafum. Because this time around they are not going to import. Now Yabeka said dollar rate, you know, I could say, but it is on the local market, so it will be priced in cities. In Tebema, also item production, ama mo ye beverages ni na more price item. Akufo. 3 is going to create jobs, and that is the policy Ken is thinking about. Jobs, because our unemployment rate, you know, akosro, is saying now about 28%, which is not good for a country. So a lot of young guys from school cannot come and say me nye jumanye. Even it can even be on a constituency level, because MPP party, no, we depend on your national always for money. Meanwhile, this policy, when implemented it on a constituency level, would the constituency be every month be on harvested, and I say on harvested just 1 acre, which is the 4 plots. And
not just say each constituency be a me enya ne bunch of food.
Thank you.
Would there on one fat ne grassroots for no on fire employer
simple.
Wow.
And also bema say 1 acre 18,000 be a back constituency account. Let's just say if the constituency wants to do something, the constituency will not sit down. Say yeah, train man national. This car bands and yes.
National say the bottom crowd the pace kagum na tete.
The political Caesar or Kasim and that is also another trend Kennedy is going to do. Each wing of the party will have a business model to it. Such that, for example, if it is the youth wing national will have to create a business. If we have to, for example, give Bost to give that youth wing a contract that give us maybe 2 of the 50,000 metric ton shipments of maybe petroleum product a year, then it means that they will be responsible for bringing that shipment to Ghana for Bost. Then whatever profit that comes on it, it comes to the youth wing. The same model will be repeated to the women's wing. The buffer stock supplies that goes to the buffer stock. We can give it to the women so that they can also be supplying the buffer stock. Whatever profit that goes there comes to the women's wing, such that they can all have money sitting in their coffers to be able to implement policies in the various constituencies. It is a women's wing per se. Wejagbawe mano ye brem soft loans bia be 500,000. Ye nko national nko kan chom say here 500,000. To move men and nko wejagbawe. No, they have run that business model with the buffer stock, gotten enough money, and come to Wejagbawe. Wejagbawe, women's organizer na no. Ikukua mano ma form no na their mamu, so that you can also distribute it to the delegator omo women's wing. Such that saa nyimpa no ne ba ana say ne busuanyi bi so ye campaign door to door, house to house. Nipa ne hu say or the anwodin ayden because on say
expand the party.
Thank you. Welfare is also the same at the party ground. That's why Honorable Agyapong can during his talk he said the welfare of the party is his priority. Inti ne say obia OT and say we have to move from that parochial mindset say maybe MP me gina E into also be gina E. No, because a benefit on internet we gina E. But this time around we are looking at policies. Policies being now
practical policies.
Practical ones a bit to me because this ethanol policy you don't need to make huge investment
on one kasakra Kennedy Agyapong na shase ye bi of water region.
Thank you. Wakwakoje sa you don't so you see the interesting part is it can create a value chain. Cocoa you do your hinterlander then the PBC company ekoto no more dey den I export cassava no so ebia obi wo fanchine call bobo dey kilo baby on to me farm ba factory we can create CBPC cassava
anya gold you know
thank you
bet me so anya cassava
purchasing company I no super fan call for creating more jobs down the line.
Wow.
No akonkurasi no akokolodi sa banchi na
obi akutu banchi na ngwa na
ampro then they will bring it if they say bia e ho no krampo no they will serve us all the banchi na buy na etua worker no mo the banchi na ide akọ factory so for them to be done. Secondly, so you able to make create a miniature processing banchiphobia like cooperative into banchifo bako na ebia banchino first you have to convert it into starch into the grating machine na mo into to make grating normal at the east na ferment normal transport and also mass it has value to it into no ebia sell more tono at a certain price wo no wetumi aye sa processes no wo sika na wo kwakoje no
ebekoso.
Yes.
Wow. And obi beka say all these policies, why not any other person to lead the new patriotic party? Nan kebia when you Kennedy Agyapong ka policies we na mo de aboa say nipa no. But SS Kennedy Agyapong kasa and it was say obabe flag bearer. Na we spear this our policies ya wo ka ho ase.
Okay. So we Ora Kennedy, he is somebody who has been fighting for the grassroots since inception. Into Oyubia grassroots delegate, the party's welfare is on his heart.
Okay, ma menya juma bi na memra sisi. Yewura Kennedy ohene Agyapong ewo ahafo region no emu na as we speak currently or address delegates ewo ahafo. Nti ma yenko ho sisi na yentimi enkohwe bi na fe yensan emra meto aso.
Se hioso akontomra draboso bodi enche ne nyina no me ko nyina no enua timbakasa omu twa enua no eko na no nya amam ahye me nkunan ese anyade bi a iko akontomra ekro etrane nsawa na ye ko duru ho obi ya so me so nitiha no yi log na ne aka otu agunu aye another factory for enkofo woni factory go wo mu so eye jabidie a wo mu so eton apart from jabidie no so that's no I want to know kakra if you say onim ya ede so that's no mo di ja atu or shino keke but there's a technology and ka ono oye timbe djuma no obetimi a generate electricity a ekuromi nyina no ebetimi anya electricity a free ono na djuma mu ho emfree aposoro ahwedie and the ahwedie a generate electricity jeremo ahwedie wo hoyi sa wudua ahwedie no na eba ade a ye nyina se ya yi sugar sa wi sugar no free mu a yɛfrɛ biribi ethanol ɛwanom deɛ ɔmɔ ni afi first no yɛde abɛ anaasɛ ahwedeɛ ɛna na ɛyɛ appetition ethanol na America no ɛyɛ appetition na appetition no wokɔ Brazil wokɔ India wɔde appetition no ɛfra petrol mu a separate business mixing of 60% of petrol, or 40% of appetition. On mixing one, we are the cost of petrol, it goes down by 20%. That's okay. So petrol no, what the appetition no, any petrol no. Now, Toma, so first, petrol no go on. Ebi abeton 1 cedi. But so the appetition petrol no beton 80 pesos. You save 20 pesos on each liter. When you ethanol na wie no, ahwedeɛ no dust no. Or compressing and yes, because a beer pan, no water, a wabuchi. When you so I think you know sawdust and nobody generating electricity. I call a year appetition India, Kulap, Lokma. Every sugar planter you visit here will be generating electricity. A phone. Yeah, yeah, Apple sooner or more connected to national grid. Into the Ukumaha and a factory you work. Or ye power or Hianwa. As you keep south to Hanyina and Esunafu. Esunafu south to Hanyina. One company, a bet to me supply electricity. Now, yetiha, yesi ehiaye. Yetiha, yesi ehiaye. Kananum, I will who someone who me crop. The first year you took at the Kwame. A Sikafua, if he are on war as say, baby, a young ticket. You cook, oh, ha. Ahafu, Matia ahafu, and now Mr. Edusenti, and then in Poimu. But from Western North, ever far ahafu Hemina, Cocoa, Ashi. I may be so. It is a saying, a dear Juma and a dear Juma and a moya. Cocoa ya, Mudidi Sono, Ashi. Enra, your call first place, no, and I'm afraid. No, you free one in your light off, your call be chim, and I'm afraid besides. Now, Argentina, cocoa from Western region, a bit pim hanging ash. Now, one Suama, a summer cocoa board and paying for the catching them, and they say. Your friend is swallowing shoot. And I can't. Western North, Western, Ahafu, area, no, and my cocoa in our essay. It is said, cocoa in a now, you no. I will have someone or can source and be say, here, you do a cocoa, and I shot Ghana. Titiru abepim sabri. And now, se cocoa no ya asim na omu twabua. Omu ko bobisia from World Bank. And sana. Yemi ankasa cocoa industry. Etumi atwabu adua fufu. Wei enya nwanwa se mpanfo bi se Canadian Agyapong ontebrofo no akọ World Bank akọpẹ sika ba ontebrofo ena akọ IMF akọpẹ sika ba ontebrofo ena akọ BBC a otimi akasa se nipa wei timi ka kire wo se fa oman ehya ne sa na ni dwupe die bia onko bobisia wo World Bank abra nyankopon adi enya by mistake enom de begu asase so na ekandifo a yenni bi wo ni ne yebetimi di enoba ayenti no wo aye kokoo yi over 80 years ene yade asimu a gisi ekokotwa ekobobesia e wo World Bank enti kokoo no a yate be 80 years ni no ana 100 years enti enti sika Oman Ghana, etimi sika a na gisi ekotwa kokoo egu a gisi ekosere World Bank fo na bi ayensa hye omonu. We want independence. Enya independence na wo. If you say bibia yesa akọ abrofo. Mumma me one chance. Mumma me opportunity and I will turn the economy around. Delegates, I'm a symbol of hope to the youth of this country. Youth no woman nie gidie ewo aban mu biem ne yemamu na womu tukwan no have hope say we tuma Kencity Agyapong bu be hu nyuma ma bie ewo Ghana ya ni awuhia ne say wo benya businessman onim se ne abanche kura no obetimi dia ye nioma bebri yate ha na munim se banche awuhia che gold no mo de sasase banche yetimi de banche ye nioma baako aduasam yenu apart from ye ne ye fufuo ene gari ene ayi nyina ya de banche ebetimi aye eternal no ye de befra petrol mu ama petrol bo ayefu eternal na make ho asem nana Sauko hospital ade atwa wo a wo bon se doctor no ofa asawa na bibi mo friend spirit na wo de aka o de fa moja no a eba no so na etwa eno ne friend eternal pharmaceutical industries e wo Ghana ha e produce sa de an ho se omu importo ethanol from Turkey, other European countries, and over their supply hospitals. Abra, yemi yebetimi de banchi aye, yebetimi de aye. The man said, banchi na biom. Say no, uko hospital. Now yare near mouth tablets. Some many banchi start. All pharmaceutical industries in the world are always looking for starch for their production. I had a baby a police for case. Opa for banchisi. A baby yet ha. Ye need candy for a bachelor a dear Yamia body or dear Maya, see young shasso, young family, ye need candy for. Obetimi achira ye say yam fa banchi enya starch na export to other world. Starch is very, very important. The same starch we starch ni free mu ewia banchi timi ye bia yɛtumi de yɛ malt dɔkɔdɔkɔ na wɔnom yɛtumi de yɛ Guinness companies brewers ɛwɔ ha a ɛpɛ saa starch wei wɔyi firi mu no nnuaba ɛwɔ mu a wɔn bɛtumi de ayɛ wɔn factory wɔn ɛna ɛsɛ Ghana ohia wɔ ha nti because akwanya ni hɔ a yɛde nim saa nneɛma wei nyina and when I come sɛ moyɛ madom na me make sure sɛ factories no yɛwɔ ne different one sɛ woyi ethanol wie na wayi starch woyi starch wie na wayi malt woyi malt wie na wayi poultry feeds nkokɔ mommisa poultry farmers ɛka a wɔn bɔ ɛkra poultry feeds ne nyinaa no yɛbɛtumi ayɛ no wɔ ha a dɔɔla yi a da biara no ebi toothpick a nkampuro atwa ɛho ahyia a yɛbɛtumi de nkampuro ayɛ toothpick ɛno koraa no yɛkra na woyɛ sɛ woantumi anyɛ saa nneɛma wei nyina na woba a ɔsɛ wote borɔfo GDP inflation to zero. It will come to zero. It is zero. Then you have this if one ban and say, no more propaganda. Oh, your my economy no akoye. Economy no one can say city no. And why are doing now? I'm a dollar for Muntie. Sɛ nneɛma yɛ a makyerɛkyerɛ wɔ mu mewie makyerɛ bebree sɛ wɔn antumi afa saa kwan yi so a dɔla no antumi mma fam da deɛ bɛbɛ biara no ɛyɛ temporary. I said this ɛwɔ Valley View University sɛ dɔla no ɛkɔ fam no ɛyɛ temporary ɛnɛ wonim dɔla no bɔ 13.1 2 months ago ne ɛka 10 cedis. And I say, anyway, Nana, say any ankasa, ye antimi amfa ye banchi, ye buro, bordia, kube, antimi anye nyoma ewo Ghana ha. Na de bia ye bekra, dollar no enko from da. Enko from. Right? Kube. Eba me hwa me hu kube wa ha. Nana kube. Ubetimi di aye kubanwa ubetimi di aye mai minu abai ni trinwi a aye sochi ya wo coconut oil ohwe wo mu a wontimi hwa enyiwani iti se wa ye hyen coconut oil uyi coconut oil no a ensuo yetimi e preserve Tisania Nansa Omuya pineapple. The tongue I will land in a bontin so the thing to say 75p. The distance from Accra to London market is 6.5 hours. So plan to her and I do 11. By 5:30, not almost share our London store. Yes, you in your pounds. What are we doing? What are we doing? Kube no. Amono a one no moons you every year no. Ehono na ya tugu na ya de generate chako bidie utumi de ye bidie ameno so ya export ekuta pounds. Ebiam kube dwane ye no. Alatafoɔ ɛde trucks akɛseɛ efiri Nigeria ɔtra Badagry Benin watra Togo watra Ghana flour atwam nkran akwa to Nzema Jomoro area ɛna wɔn akɔtɔ kube na ɛne deɛ mu a nti yɛn mpanyinfoɔ a wɔn hwɛ so no wɔn abisa wɔn ho sɛ alatafoɔ kube no a there is not a single coconut oil factory in Western region. This is what I stand for. We are going to promote industries, the value chain for the youth of this country. And I will start with more MPP delegates. More now see a team mama you be first. If you say, Kesabre ya muti hai, obi tini baby jojo home. Na sa ukoye juma na MPP ba power. Na ukope bibia. Yetimi kachira will say, and your MPP intini ya waha. Uko mo bahai, obi bizamu certificate. And so, if you want to go to the bank, now dear Uko Pejuma, as if for a certificate, bra. Messi, way, Nanamika, some young party for, young grassroots for, grassroots for, Kakrabina, and Yabino, Eji Manusi, Bonnet, second Agyapong, Casado, Agyapong would be at him. And now, Mohu party, ye, and nam a diligenti. He may slam. Nameno me bano, and yet idea, me very lie. Ewo, say Koyajuma o ministry way, and Rantian Babawa a tiffy. Ministries, entering for women. So we have to improve the private sector. I won't bet you be a yuma ewaha. Na me utumamia opa jimechi. Mr. Lucey, man to me am one kura making sure that we're a businessman for the 2 factories. Abba. Mesma. Eno, ebro. Yadi bro eye anwa. Yadi bro eye esam. Yadi bro eye conflicts. Yadi bro eye ethanol. Yadi bro eye starch. Bakubi amebo biya no ewo ho factory. Ilipa dodo sen ene ebetumi afa. If we have a company oil. If we have a company oil flour. If we have a company oil ethanol, a company oil starch, you can employ more than 1,000 youth with these companies, what we call agro-processing. That is the way to go. Misramo, Munya Jidie, Nagana. Would you among some one term? Bentimi anya, Montumi, Mamma to Mammy View. Yamika Bia, me or Gidia woman, if he said, to crying, a cautious factories in you. Now, Obia, on my own, but me be a Bianuma. After workers are almost 7,000. Many will be on Jimmy be a Numa, but you know, says here. Now, no catcher also bet me a Biajuma. Nammy catcher said, me were Juma, me beer. Wine Nagana for Beginning. Inasrum, now we are saying, any pebiano, when you yum, anywhere Juma. So, when you Juma, when you yum. Unia Juma, Sikani, Adrenaline, stress, pressure. Unama, yes, oh, a brand here one yari way, and so we're free. Now Adrenaline can see. Miss Ramon, Munya Madam, MPP for Mummy and Kamum, young Kamum, now I'm making sure say, Obia wouldn't call Ghana for about 2 a man. Na me minimum social contract form we me di ma wo mo ache am se wo mo ancha amamo ma be baako we ade a wo mo anche yi a kire wo se saa na misika embase yanchama delegate ya eno so womunche sa bechira social contract between me and you and data what is now on first also confess our list way now what to me sure MPP for waha no so to me ma wo madwuma answer na enne senkyerɛ o ma yɛ wɔ ha o mu nya sika enkyɛ da Choboy what do you emre who be who akwan be for so ache sika no Wei no crow na me kan obi mpema sam no because enipa na oye mistake no and am say akantiri bubefu ba no kra na man no sa forms we are feeling America na the Agyapong contract am no was saying the bar so go school so one go school we benya wo ho adwuma ye choboy enne asema me kan ya party nkofo bi a o mu petumi echi amano eno na abamu yo so wo hwe president Mahama appointment awaya enne sabe obi a wanwe excess plan president Mahama amana and NPP kwa and a debia certificate Choboy and then obia 1 year SS President Mahama appointed Deputy Director NADMO why baby wey or the actually say yes you ba I see a far party for if you say maybe some question will delegate President Mahama what he said obi condemn no say adwuma na awon fa no eye Togo for no di ma wo ana eye Benin for no di ma wo ana e Cote d'Ivoire for no di ma wo ana eye Ghana for send this for Ghana for I don't think MPP yet yan Ghana for ye baha ye di adwuma na me wan post enipa bi betime nya kukuduro aba wanim ebe ka kira wo se man to aba e maka na di Agyapong se ni pe ya wo ka sa asem wo mo na di ahunahuna wo mo ko ayi yonti wo mo ni mpefe se wo di kana di Agyapong kwa obetumi abreki 8 and so enipa bi se wo mo di wo ye ministers enipa bi se wo mo di wo ye CEOs enti mo san to mo no mo ko ye ministers no mo ko ye CEO choboy and na ye nya obi a Ghana for pe no wo mo ye ministers bi mo ana wo mo ye CEOs bi mo ana enti wo mo sa ba abeka kire wo se sa akotuma nipa no na mo ntie ne mo adwene maaso ba minya mass no enkira mo you are going to vote January 31st 2026 na tiye eya wo 2028 no mo ntie ha yie mo adwene nkoso sa wo to aba 2026 amfa maka na di Agyapong a you should be rest assured. Say you are staying home till 2032. So boy, so Canada, Japan, there, and you waiting, kind 2032 because in year 2028, Ghana for now we are tasked to say Canada, Japan, will pay. It is a man farm, man, year. Now you call 2032. Yamu be there. Yet Yasikra no biane and year. Now Emranti and also. Now our real time, apart from it is a Jumamo and Yabiane. Timis Ram Momian Tuma Obia Ghana for say Modin Bar Yabatuaba Ama. Ti Men Casabebre menim sɛ mo ankasa no moagye ato yɛsɛ aduro ɛbɛgye ɛyɛ akrema message no ɛnam de ama no obi a yɛtwa ma wo manka wɔ yɛ anka nyankopɔn kora mfa nkyɛn hwɛ delegates mo sa kɔto ama nipa a mo ankasa mo peduma police amamoma migration fire service police soldier na yaji mo 20,000 yaji mo 30,000 na re mo wura fi mo sesi adwuma di adwuma mo anya bi anyanti adidijenti matwe asusai na se wo se anya kukuduro eba mo nkyɛn na mo antimi anka mo adwene mo de mo sa eto abakire mo se nyansa nyankopɔn de bo nipa bia no wo so polling station executive ebi wo tirim enu ti na otu ko kasa kire ema nipa bi se sa adwene eto aba ema MPP mesrem obi ani wa nyankopɔn bo no se onu de ehia no na obi a obepia wonni bi enti ena sebe obi hu a ofi so wonye nyansa. I'm going to push all of you. I'll push you. I'll push you by creating an enabling environment where business will thrive. Businesses upon businesses so that they can employ all of you. Ejuma, yadi ba, unyabiya, and yes, MPP are free so, enti enkwala wo, ejuma munyani ayi omodi. Where they are individuals, we are promoting individual businessmen here. Now I'm making sure say, a jumano a permanent. And Munjimini, I will change this economy with Nyankupong a good year, a body year, in no buying our dear Maya, yet a bit changing Ghana. So you mean here, me. My dear Sassy, for Electoral now, no come. Maybe you talk and do. My dear, three weeks ago, I was in Dubai to meet my partners. Yeah, estimating 180,000 tons of ethanol a year, plus 500,000 tons of starch a year, and $96 million. Direct employment is of 2,000. And the Kuafonwa, and grow about. Come. So they are separate. So believe in me. Say and your vote. And me pay. But Ghana year young, any year young tea. And then Gina a Riamu a cassette. So boy, a biam, yeah, and no tomatoes say. Tomatoes is a high demand. me Turkish partner, no Dubai partner, or factory be or Senegal, or be or Guinea, or be or Gambia, or be or Cote d'Ivoire, and a mapanichola near Cabo. Yabaya tomato factory, tomato juice, and tomatoes in Kitwate. Yabaya export direct to Asia and Europe market every day. Tomatoes. And this 6,300 acres. Now, on the entire, more dates, you know, a change here. My partners from Portugal, me and some my campaign officer, assassin down in the media, they are the finest hotel, 4 seasons. Upper Google 4 seasons. Never they start with apartments. And until a man. They are on the 13th. Yeah, why I'm a small. The boy back was an uncle putting any ochireko no one country ahemfo no say mama date you ha my postpone back me say postpone a enye yi ti me sra wo mu a asase na me beji no wo munya ne ready ni ni hokra abrantie no e di Indians ne baba na wo hwe designs ayaye to build the biggest pharmaceutical industry in Ghana. Yakwaya no ochireko any potting. Bible will say, how long are you going to live on earth? Bibia one o ma enquanedi. Media metumi wasi ho. If say me buy am twahia yi. Canada Agyapong some cross Ghana border. A crobby and Mekosibia will be on family. Obia family. And so me bam croma near Jimsu. Some bam crom near Jimsu. At the peppy amenia beyond the young woman. Every person I have or I have made, I've invested it in business. My fat uncle for Nancy, yeah, opposition. Sir, plastic bottles, see. My name's home to show video, no children. Plastic bottles, we Indian company be. Papa is when you're 90 years. Wabre or co. Enti, me young be na se me mi anko hwe. Se metwa. Na me nim. Ene ye koy. Na ye koy no, the do onam hwe plant inside Ghana for a titi home. Now we hear Jumana. I was so impressed. And under normal circumstances, can make me aye feasibility studies, research, investigation, by 3 months and son mechanica. But I'm sure send your Ghana for no at Tiho a year Juma. Because you woman no, so I bought away and your certificate. Ghana for Enco school. Machine here, no more so packy. Yam paying for and Jabaka certificate. The show ya papa and I'm saying, Matro, Matriaka. Which are $3,250,000. $3,250,000, you know, and for workers. Ghana for 345. And India for maintaining machines and also 15. Now, my case is some so make too much bring up a baby. Media, my fan could talk as I see what cantonments. Who talk as I see what cantonments are 1 acre. $3 million. Utona the tour. How many workers now created? How many workers are now created? Maybe the 3,250,000. I created employment for 345 Ghanaians. Now, Obi didn't be a koto asasi. No, asaba. Asasi way media. Asasi way media. As Abraham is. Asam Sabe. Asam Sabe. The biggest challenge I war ever Ghana is unemployment. I stand for the youth development. I stand for the youth development. I stand for grassroots. I'm a defender of the grassroots. Momo hunti, manya tamfu bebre. Na mitie, sen yesi deep. Senyamu grassroots, MPP grassroots, any the youth of this country. Baby and Yanko Podimedri, Kemeja politics. But Momunti, money youth to end humanity. I will still continue to fight for the ordinary people in this country. Choboy. And you Ghana ha. Make Kanama continue say. Ebi Musa, Yaton. Yamasa. Any panumna air contest. Obiye ni wa waton who wa Ghana politics in make in Agyapong. From 1992, I do what he discover me through my boss, from a CADU, any Dr. Preku. A Juma Maya, a Suma Masum in defense of MPP. And charge. Wine was so popular. Our politics in Canada, Japan. And to be a country of say, I told Obia, Yan told Obia and check Canada, Japan. No crapana, me country. The mamma Obia made a mistake. Now, Mama, young king, and me and him, now you need no crack. So Obiba, now a country will say, Kufu comprehend. I do, Nanado, a comprension, and Tiampa, or no so and Popiapa, not on Yano Corf. Wouldn't you? Everyone, cry or breaky culture of silence. Or Kobako. I didn't know man start young free a Dubois. Everyone in 31%. Anna, you see, I'm finding Kobe. President Kufo, when you're 39.8. Tinisho Gane ascension or Kosoro. Enunti, and the Kobium. Akufo-addo. We mean the first one, 49.13%. OBT, Professor Mills, 100,000 votes. But the Constitution, you need 50% plus any Baku vote, and you're 51%. 50% plus one vote. One Timian Crossroad. Now, NDC for you know, the second round, only be a cross. Third round, our time. And now, Professor Mills, in your 50% plus 23,000. And the president. And the Mummayan case. Mama abako samuno. Abako samuno na ekopim na na akufo-addo. Aso this. So we to history. We was started from President Akufo-addo, MPP. We did not start with. We started with Professor. It's young Kanukure. Now, Obi say, your man is second chance. If he say, Mahama, Olusui, 1 million votes. Okotina fie 8 years. Obiswa lusu 1.7 million. And Odi Mahama ebe example. So the Mahama ebe example. And a young can crew. Say Obi kwa na 1 million votes. Or TNT young or trick. Then you have 1.7 million votes deficit. But if you say, and when I say 1 million is equal to 8 years, 1.7 million is equal to X. Let's find X. That's any ankasa. Yansha will be a Ghana for pen. Yanshaban. Yamishra Munya.
All right, welcome back. So once again, Kennedy Ohene Agyapong and na Okasa eche delegate ewo Esunafo South ewo Ahafo region no emo na wakyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛm eniema ahodo a se Nyankopɔn ye nadom na MPP delegate eto aba de manwa Ghana fo di kan gina tumti ebeto aba ma no amana babeye ama Ghana no ebi no okuso a ogbogboyi way he has been consistent on these policies. It tells you say these are practical visions on one dia enyu obi na atworo ana ode akuta no ama na eka enti that is the difference. Engineer en komana ye die ene niam na wo kirekiremi eho enkomo na wa expanding no ede amaye no now to aso na yenko yanim looking at sania wa kirekirem banche no wadi kan akom na ede beba ne ade ahwede wasan kra de sodas enso de aba beka ho
te me de passe ono ankasa ato nanu tom aka dia na make ho asa sisi ano ono ama wehu say omo baby okoye no they are into lumbering to say mutwa timber nti eka sodas no e wase sodas no so wa chechim de to me the to me generate electricity to me the other things to say books so many things
chipboards
even wire board ye the dying crown ye the sawdust these are the things that China is using. Oh, they don't waste.
I want to hwingu.
I know what catcher on say even ethanol. Yeah, can once me. You to me they can fuel. Emma fuel you get what we call a better octane rating. Okay. And I say engine no a burning very well.
Okay.
Which your engine can last very long and it is even cheaper. And what church match on say what the makes here. So if the price of the fuel right now is like 13 cedis per liter, you will get it around 6 cedis per liter. Which will also make sure say car and also awarding aging also. Was also enumerating say about the rubber, our cotton machine, plastic bottles. We can do it here. Cotton machine number. What you need to do is say collect the plastic waste now, which takes almost like 500 years to degrade that. You just wash and succumb it to shredding. The process gets back again, and you get your plastic bottles, which will be made in Ghana here. We don't need to be importing all these things from outside to Ghana, because Nina account dollar no ahode no kosro. And now Honorable Kennedy Sakacho said, "Se banchi I to me all these processes, beer, malt, ethanol, all these things, you know." Say if we are able to process all these things now, one, export of or import of all these products, it's easy. So we don't need to go to IMF to go and always be borrowing money, because that is now the trend of some people. Because our corners of negotiate on the kickback will baby, and I say, yes, so Bobby Sambra or my nephew, he'll get something. he made mention of the fact that Koko, you could give the same plans and idea.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the community no almost ingraining in because they are infested with a disease. The ministry is not able to provide them with medicine to spray.
And the next can I away.
And ababe daneka. Secondly, to Koko for also, they are not incentivized. In terms, say, governor the sika brain say, okay, we Koko for your value is here, per the research of my say be a good. Ewa wasas ma. Into your tambe 1 million Ghana cedis the man. Oh no, who be that? No, jai a phone either. I'm almost on Munya Galam say. Tisiano is letting them see the need of even planting cassava to them, and he's educating them. Obio mini say, hey, Tisiano would be a bunch, would to me sa processing na me do a bunch. Look at what he wants to do. Build the biggest pharmaceutical industry in Ghana to complement the wahono kena farm and with so that we stop importing these pharmaceutical drugs from outside. We can do it, and Track is doing it. So we can also have other chain of drugs, crabber, so that we can also manufacture it here when the raw materials are here. Or can was them. It's a made the power say, ye common in Agyapong see their honorable Agyapong account. And he's trying to let you also understand that he's going to have a social contract with delegates of MPP. Say a jume bia ebeba subiano delegate wako school won't go school, you fit into that model.
I say
thank you. This eternal production wako school won't go school, you can fit into it, and you can also make money. And he's trying to use the businesses or the businessmen, empowering them to get them employed. Until say be a mimi free takrade ekrebiasia. Then he will charge you, or he will empower you to send a factory to that place. As he said, he mentioned one businessman's name, Mr. Siedu. So that Mr. Siedu, he will create an enabling environment for Mr. Siedu to get the necessary funding.
Mr.
Eduse, sorry, thank you for the correction. For Mr. Eduse to get the necessary funding for Mr. Eduse. Mr. Eduse will also come establish the factory right with the people. And Mr. Eduse will also ensure that the delegates in that area will also be employed there. In doing so, it's going to enhance employment for the delegates. And
yes, what camera for do.
Wejagba we say. The only time Wejagba we yeba news in say in Suato na flade yiri and a flade baby nda. That is the only time Wejagba we yeti enka. Yen so dam ewo ye nchen pe Weja dam ewo ye nchen. Yen so say ye bie ye pipe ye nyensu. Wo say Enti sisia no me a meti Wejagba we no adwen ben na eba mitrim say metumi adani say nsuo no manaboa me nkofo. Now wo hwe the channel na nsuo no ye bie fi dam no mu a excess water na ekwa akọ baby a friend estuary ase ehonye epo na ebom ewo kokobite wo side on nti nsuo no fa wa na ekọ na ye waste de bia every year bia
ye bia na
fanko for the kumko for destroy lives and property. Now with honorable Ken Adwinwe, we can create a mini hydro dam there. Site that at peak hours. In so June, July, in so ye be dam. Ne so no ya damming or I say ya banking. Ne so na babe then we have our turbines at a certain height, depending on the wattage you produce.
Okay.
Ne you produce such that say in a mini hydro dam no wa. At peak hours, you bet me I can say Wejagba we phone. You be you feed the national grid.
Okay.
So that Bema national grid
it's why you free.
It's why you free. Then we power Wejagba with the mini hydro dam.
Okay.
Now Obibeka say, how then do we pay for it? The initial cost of investment, is almost like 200 million USD. And it is honorable Agyapong to me buaya. you bet to me enya a BOT, build operate transfer model. Investors and I say bet to me be C am I.
Okay.
Then it will be under a BOT arrangement for 10 years, 15 years. Or more running or more take a canewia. You bet to me cry at the assembly. So that it will also be like a form of revenue generation for the assembly. Okay. And this assembly so and train say buying best ne local funds and sana and also I then it to me I baby we no, we can use that model to be able to how do you call it, build and develop Wejagbawe to a certain level that everybody will be proud of.
All right.
Inti sa agree training in
so with sounds semia honorable Ken Eken obi be ka say we ni nyina na yate ne dada yate se wo ka now obi busa se yato aba ama I mean penifo ahodo bebre o Ghana ha oba o se meyese mo ma me kwan se na meye but yenya de tumi no ma o mo wie pepepe I don't know say bibi ba ma tumi no eseso ma adwuno se den o mu ntimi enye biem Jidie ben ye betimi anya with honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Wona wo ye ne member, wona wonim no, wona ne di nkomo. Die nti na wo se Kennedy Ohene Agyapong no, yenya ne mu jidie this time na delegate to Abadema no.
Okay. Oye obi a okasa oye. Okanokre so. Obi so okanokre so obi be ka se no ho ehi. Ene ye adeba ko. 2 hwe ne companies a wetumi esisi. It shows you say he is a good leader because enyo obia na ebe to me under the conditions that we have in Ghana here to even be able to open one company. He has the biggest steel factory in Ghana. He's building all this infrastructure, the coal stores, enye easy. But if he has been able to build this on his own and they are all in a sustainable operations, why can't he then scale it up when he becomes president? Because Okasen be say sometimes we could share investors, and it's true. Investors don't want to look at what we are MP no. Their attention is on the final person who takes the decision.
Okay.
It is unknown investors eba. Their attention is on the president. The president will keep quiet because he is just letting his people tell the investors what we can do, what we can do. So at the end of the day, it is what the president will say that will go. So, Honorable Ken is going to open that euphoria for businesses. So when he knows that Wejagbawe, we can have a mini hydro dam, he will give you that platform to showcase it to the world what you can do. We can have a mini hydro dam. This is how long it's going to take. These are the economics of scale. A core into it. You bet me check say, you bet me I say, investor no, they need budget. Obeke say okay. Sisiano, what else? As a president, as Kencity Media, you will see say yes.
Because Otiasie as business person.
Thank you.
Inti enya den investors be free.
Thank you.
I'm on mine so to
very good.
All right. So many engineer Daniel Awotwe na AD enkomo ewa ha ono eye team Ken Wejagbawe abato mpeso aso no free a obaye wo a wutie ye na wo hwe ye ensoso no menim se enkomo akoso ye hyase ansa no no Ken ankasa so jump into it edene de ebaye no I mean you've been with us den na watie den na wususu ya osu betimi afre na afre oni ye ache numbers no 0240 550899 0240550899. Hello, good evening. Yes, sir. Sinipin.
You can't send it.
Opening within baby a free na minti o sema baako.
Make us free time try.
Okay, within.
You from your side yo.
O se ade yo minti we.
Is area time kurumbia ya dia. You say nyame ti asset. Bibia be ko boko se nyame akana. You say nyame be pegya ne sa amanko ne be area. No osefo ne susu fa ya hono. E be da ne akwa so ne wo abro nye wie. O ri akọ wi.
Na de bia we ba jeke amwa ye. Wo wudi achi nyina se wo nyina adwane. Yes, sir, every for that gate. It's only for the Tuni Bia Deputy Bia, can also the Yamun Ebano. Can I do a Betuni? The two for Yamwa Kennedy. No, no bar, yes, the IGB, Yana for Yadamase. In the Toman and so. Amen.
Amen. Medase encoding say also do the diaba yen twaso. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, ono ntimi enyina so 0240550899. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Inkum.
Sinopei.
Bibi aboko de.
Nyankopo adom, ye ho ye, udin ba bia free sma ba akomientie o.
Yo me ka tepi kuma say me di MKG.
MKG mienko.
Yo, yeda yura kanidi ase enene ne nkrofo nyina. Ba Mr. Inkum.
Yes sir.
Enene tie on the night.
Me bacho ane
31st January. Say Canadian we na bana me yere kura me jano.
Ah, ubeja we yere.
The Canadian we na kura me jano me yere. Canada bana ka say. Me say the Canadian we ne 31st January. Me say me yere kura me jano. Hey. Then can be wait more day. Mr. Inkum, udi ebeje number private one. Why?
Me pacho mate. Nyankopo Israel. All right. Ti osu betimi aba 0240550899. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Mr. Inkum, Dr. Grant Atinaka.
Okay, ma mintie we.
Mpacho metia Kencity Media for me na and metia Musantia incoming President of Republic of Ghana. Ono na ya akuntrefo. Yanko panshira de biawo ni na wadeta na onko kasa. Na Ghana for ni aso pa asiye hise. Ye we ni pa ko we ni ndato ba ko pe and the canon. Into what we ware a we mix down to one 31st January to Abama Kennedy. Wa we ke dina ama o papa ni mama o mama betma hu say awo hu tatini ko tu aba 31st January ama ona be chen onu le be back ama hu so atna ba me bia o we life ni na o ni ka o ni life ya ko ton kam ni ntenkum etia bia ebeshia.
All right, medase alhaji nyankopon kan ho 0240550899. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Sinopei.
Ya can't yet na.
Openi within baby afrefri ni entie o.
Me do for stream kaza kri tema come to 12.
Ofosu ma ne so kakra ne enko.
Kaza fi tema come to 12. Me pacho openi fiti 1992. Omo ma be di o man so. Kwana ye ka de Japan ke kan wetunya kan bia kire yeda.
Obi ani ho.
Aha nti openi yesterday mo. Ye pa mo chew. Ka de Japan ensem na o kan no ye no ahiafo na ye yanko school ni de. Eye maye. Na sukufo na be dada ye wo man mu dodo. Enye brofo na edibu o man yo. Okọ China president on te brofo. Enso hwe nyoma China president omo ye wo China. Since we do na ke de Japan gazi we do China network bi anya adwuma China apart from China network na ye adwuma enye brofo na edibu o man yo opani say ye brofo na edibu o man a ka Russia president no ka ba Russia ko masesa enye brofo enti delegate for yesterday mo ye pa mo chew ye nse gufom e ma mo hwe obi sika ne na brofo stem say ono no ye broni na o kana brofo na ko ja BBC na obeye we opani BBC wo no enye brofo na ye de ko BBC o ukwa World Bank is okwa ko pebisia enye brofo ene ye de ko World Bank ko pebisia ye hwe wo modern bo ene ye de bo besia enti opani ye sere mo kakra betia kan ye pa mo chew nesia nyame ya adoma 31st January ye sere mo ye nkoto de fom delegate yesere mo yesu kire mo si ye pamu cho unfa ke de Japan bra ese mo se sanye wa o de mo fa ne bra ye o man no yesi ye de ye ke de Japan se mo delegate for mo mpa ye o man ma no yesi ye pe ke de Japan
All right. Menso medase ma yemfa course no emfensia na yentoa so enko yenim nyame ya adom ekina besa atoa so so engineer o final submission na yenko minim se bre to bra no obesa aba na ya toa yenko mo so akoyenim.
Okay, medawase. First of all, so me pese me fa wo video so eda honorable Ken Agyapong enye na yere. Ye wo ye team member bi or a youth or Beyare, and they came through for the guy last 2 weeks or more. This car had the brain say yemfen komano your friend edu jemfi nti omo hwemia ma any daddy edu jemfi say me so memfa sa akwanya we so and that was it because enyo omo a sisi ade onya na hoden about onya a bit of partial stroke but ahoden na ba nti o say o wie so a we ba campaigning na what to aba so ayede e de amount na me shira so. Secondly, to our better incoming constituency chairman, friend of Chairman Adams.
Okay.
He's highly connected.
Oh yeah, incoming.
Incoming he said the wager bawe so who can chairmanship yanka ubia apart from Chairman Adams.
Okay.
Because we are disciplinarian or so you're very well or a principled person.
Okay.
And TMA in your tiny and also you're connected with executives or mobile.
A man for say wo konakodi MP Emma weja bawe for wunya MP na obedi sinipe.
But I say Namembre and Yemrepa. But definitely we are going to have a new MP in Wejabawi.
Okay.
Who will ensure say the developmental drive
all right. Ma menda wase na me sama political salute no. Enti nyankopon ya adom a ekire ye besanso ehia biem. Why? Mene engineer Daniel Awotwe na mene no di enkomo ye hu se Albert Asmani the political zabeka ye ho ema ye de Ghana nkomo wo sinipedwumedie so e de brewo. Afei sabato we afi e wo ha but enne wentimi amba esanse e wo se na ye dane ye ho ye niam kakra nti nyame ya adom eche no beba na messages no atoa so akoso ye frame Anthony Kofi Income Daddy kai na hye nso se Heart Builders Real Estate eboaye asasepa eho ne yekopato afei dan papa nso eho ne yekopato tabia takum enso etayechi emema amaya hoden sonko a yetimi ede bo adwuma ema niam nyina eye kama nyankopon ya adom eche na ye besanso ehia na fe ye de another edition of Sinupen ye de abrel ye kano senia etie ye frame Mr. Income. We are out.